Coche le live est online sous le jeu Baldur's Gate 3, Ultime commence.
Bon, comment je peux faire pour le fumer lui? Parce que c'est pas comme s'il y avait 8 mecs. 7, 8. Parce que bon, il y a 8 mecs quoi, donc... Je sais pas comment je peux le buter. Il n'y a plus de nain. C'est pas insuffisant. Pas le choix, hein, chien. Et en plus, il y a cut.
The ringleaders have to die. The very natural order of things is in danger, thanks to them. Traveling to Moonrise is no small task. Expect dangers like you've never seen before. This is different. There's more fingers on a hand than there are survivors of that place. To get to the towers, you'll need to pass through a terrible place. A cursed place. This curse shrouds everything in shadow. You will not find life, light, or anything natural there. Any who linger are twisted by the curse. They become shadow beings, tormented, dangerous souls. By all means, pursue any leads you may have. But I sense all roads will lead to Moonrise. You could go overland, along the Risen Road or through the mountains. Easier at first, but you'll run into the Shadow Curse eventually. You could also go under. There is a tunnel somewhere in this very Temple of Selûne. It leads to Moonrise Towers, through the Underdark. Long ago, a man called Ketheric Thorm built a secret stronghold deep down there, before rallying a whole army of Dark Justiciars, Shah worshippers.
Dark Justiciars? Must see for myself.
Aradin and his lot were looking for a way down there. They were promised riches if they retrieved a relic called the Night Song. But I think there's more. From this stronghold, Ketheric's forces could access both the Temple of Selûne and Moonrise Towers. But he was defeated before he could launch an attack. If you can find this place, I'll wager it will reveal a more direct path to Moonrise Towers, and may bypass the worst of the Shadow Curse. Anything is preferable to risking the Shadow Curse. You'll need to pick up where Aradin left off. Find the hidden entrance. It's somewhere in these ruins, from what I've heard. My business there began long ago, and has led to a lifetime of regret. I helped overthrow Ketheric Thorm and his Dark Justiciars years ago. But I failed to prevent him from unleashing darkness across the region before he was defeated. I spent years researching the curse, trying to put an end to it. Nothing has worked. Yet. If I could join you and get close to Moonrise, perhaps I could have both helped you find a cure for your infection and lifted the curse. But the Grove must come first, I'm afraid. Precisely. Then perhaps I could have done something about both the Shadow Curse and Ceremorphosis aberrations. But in my eagerness, I put far too much faith in the abilities of Aradin and his band. We didn't even get close. One of those who died had a clue that was supposed to help us find the hidden entrance to the Underdark. A dwarf called Brian, I believe. Though there's no guarantee that the goblins left him recognizable. You will. Oakfather bless you. I'll be in your debt twice over if we succeed. Now, there's no time to lose. Get to the Grove and help with the defenses. Hurry then. I will meet you there. May Sylvanus guide us.
been caught trespassing. Again. The only thing you've managed to convince them of is that you...
Can't risk being in the open view.
That the jingle of coin I hear? You've already turned quite...
You recognize the crest she bears, the winged serpent of the Zentarim.
Half right, sharp eyes. As then is a normal trader. Just a matter of what's for sale. Weapons and other exotic goods, true enough. But most of all, we offer discretion. No judgment, no right and wrong, just good deals and bad. That a problem for you? You joking? Goblins sell the best prisoners. Cheap, quiet, and eager to be elsewhere. Till this crowd converted and started sending their captives to Moonrise Towers, at least. No complaints, mind. I just sold enough smoke powder to cover the loss 10 times over. Ask the drow they're all bowing to. That glint in her eye is bad news for someone. Not my concern, so long as I'm paid. Speaking of, something to trade or what? Pleasure.
Be wary. This place is trapped.
Praise his ever-bleeding axe. Praise his throne of flaming iron. Praise Maglubiet.
You know Maglubiet, a tyrannical deity who treats his goblinoid followers as slaves.
Trying to interrupt my prayers? Scared of a real god? You're as goonless as the rest of them. 'Cause I'm loyal to Maglubiet. 'Cause I ain't having my head turned by some upstart god. Yeah, my old tribe's fallen for this shite. Traitorous bastards. The Great Absolute brings us together. drow and gnolls and goblins all braiding one another's hair. It's a load of shite. Talking to you, ain't I? I just don't believe in all this togetherness and chumminess. Ain't natural. It won't last. They'll be tearing into each other soon enough. Sod 'em all. I'll wait it out in air, praying to a real god.
Boss Ragslin weren't lying when he said anyone could join the Absolute's ranks.
Keep moving, unless you're wanting a clubbing and drubbing.
You think this...
Come on, open up.
Look at where the Absolutes love gotten. Dead! Thanks for breaking me out. Gonna find me a new tribe.
Boss put you to work, huh?
You'll sit at her table. You'll drink from her barrels. You will.
So, Gale just consumes magical items like I do what? Nevertheless, as quirks go, that's a new one for me. The wound on my hand. It never quite heals. And sometimes it causes terrible pain to rip through me. It's my burden, though, from Lady Shah. I'll try my best. But secrecy is ingrained in me. Lady Shah considers it greater protection than any shield or... I cannot say. Not with what I can recall. But even then, it would not be for me to question her will. Lady Shah has her reasons. It's difficult to say. Sometimes I wonder if it's supposed to be guiding me, punishing. I'd like to hope there's more to it than that. Some meaning that Lady Shah will reveal to me when the time is right. I don't think so, but you're sweet to ask. Maybe just be patient the next time you... Pain is sacred to followers of Lady Shah. Pain will give way to loss and then to the peace of her eternal darkness. You already know my biggest secrets. What more can you ask? She took me in when no one else would. Without her, I wouldn't be alive. She's my mother. She nurtures me. Don't believe the lies the Saloonites tell. What? Besides my life's calling and the greatest problem I've... Well, I like night orchids and can't swim. Is that the sort of thing you meant? It's a deal. No, I can't. Quite literally, I mean. With my memory suppressed, I can't betray Shah's secrets. But I can't... If I manage to return to Baldur's Gate and fulfill Shah's mission, then my memories will be restored. Of course. It is an act of faith, not to be undertaken lightly. Shah will reward me when I succeed.
How can I help?
Ah, my good fellow.
Quite the cozy setup you have here.
I'll just make myself comfortable.
Thank you so much. I was just settling in and reviewing my latest findings. Mind flayers, cultists, and, of course, your esteemed company. Why, I'm practically an expert. They've tentacles, you know. Quite shocking. The druid Halson had some kind of mind flare specimen in a jar in his quarters. A replica, no doubt, but truly fascinating to see up close.
Here, on the Sword Coast.
Impossible.
That's quite impossible. You'd have undergone ceramorphosis by now.
I can't attest to the specifics, but I do know that not long after insertion, the host, that's you, turns into a mind flayer. As there's not a tentacle on your head, I can only assume you haven't been infected. If what you say were true, you'd be a mind flayer by now.
You? Infected by a mind flare? Huh, ridiculous. Isn't it?
Perhaps that's for the best. I'd be irresponsible not to debunk such a strange claim. If I just peer in your eye, I could quickly... Oh, dear sweet gods! If we managed it, we'd have a specimen of incredible rarity on our hands. I'll need to research the particulars, however. Give me a bit of time, and I'll have this little issue sorted.
No one's stopped me yet.
Ready and willing.
Let's get going.
We have yet to find Zorru. Or have you so quickly forgotten? He has seen my people, and where we find...
I've known people who are hungry for power, but Gale takes it a bit too literally for my liking. I wonder how he does it. Why he does it. I'm sure all will be revealed in time, but I don't like it. A waste of perfectly good treasure. Who knows? Drow? Mind flayers? Death? Hopefully not ours. But maybe answers. If we can convince the right people to talk.
Not this one, nor this one, and this one are less worthy still. Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking. Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them. Very well.
The air is heavy. Moisture drips down your forehead. Pain shoots through your fingers. The ache builds as you squeeze your hands together. Were your fingers always so thick? Your skin always so sticky?
Chukil gate Vlakith Mazathok. Can you feel it crawling through you? Tendrils squirming in your chest, gripping your heart, piercing your belly. Your bones popping, your flesh swelling. I can. I see it in you. I feel it in me. We are lost. I will be quick with my blade. First you, then the others, then myself.
Your minds intertwine. You sense a touch of uncertainty, a touch of disgust. Your mind lurches, reeling suddenly as if bitten. Lae'zel's fear grips you. Not fear of death, but fear of insignificance. The great warrior Lae'zel, a failure to her kind. She will wield no silver sword, ride no red dragon. Forever unknown to the great Lich Queen Vlakith.
I will not let the Geich take me. I will earn Vlakith's honor. I will wait. But know this. I am watching. If the sickness does not pass come dawn, I will end us all. I came just in time. You are transforming. Yes, you have. I saved you before.
Putain, enfin on la voit, mon putain.
And I'm here to save you again. Don't worry. You will not become a mind flayer. Not while I'm around. I'll protect you. We haven't much time, so listen closely. There is great potential within you. It comes from that parasite. Your instinct is to resist the power it gives, but you must accept it, nurture it. I will keep it from consuming you, but for the sake of both of us, you must learn to wield it. For the fate of Faerun. A fight we are losing. For now. You can change that. But only if you embrace your potential. I have to go. The enemy is closing in. I will be back. Wake now. You'll feel better. I promise.
My good fellow. Quite the cozy setup you have here. I'll just make myself comfortable. Thank you so much. My research turned up a rather brilliant deep, just behind the orbital socket. I could attempt an extraction. I've a needle in my tunic, after all. You won't find a more learned opinion on this matter, I assure you. You only have a matter of days to live. Don't dally, my friend.
You seem to know a good deal about our condition game.
Everything, really. Not to put too fine a point on it.
A humble specimen, aren't you?
On occasion.
Glad you were here for those goblins. Picked one off yesterday myself. Shot her through the throat. That should have killed her, but she kept gasping. Clawing at the arrow. I had the same thought. And it's just going to keep happening.
One crisis after another.
If I see a goblin, I'm closing this gate, whether you're inside or not. Feel like we're being watched.
Freshly turned soil shifts beneath your feet as you approach the grave. You close your eyes, finding a moment of peace.
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin. Hells, I didn't mean it that way. Halsin's important, but you're the first. Keep your wits about you.
If I see a goblin...
Je comprends pas, là, il m'a dit qu'il venait et il n'y a personne.
What if this crash doesn't work out, Lae'zel? What if your kin fail you?
If I can reach the creche, my kin will provide. Any failure will be mine alone.
If you say so. Just don't expect me to put all my eggs in the same basket.
That expression must...
Le problème c'est que je peux pas fight l'autre, il y a 8 mecs à côté. Tu veux que je fasse quoi contre 8 mecs?
Apart from an overgrowth of moss, the well looks unremarkable.
Bon allez, échec critique, nique ta mère.
Dry stones line the wall, but the darkness below is impenetrable. The coin disappears into the well. After a moment, you hear a soft clink, not a splash.
Better not disturb these webs. Whatever wove them would be much too large for my liking.
You seemed quite forward with your compliments earlier. We'd only just met.
Seize the day, I say. More now than ever.
Careful you don't pull a muscle in your...
My condition is worsening again. I need to consume some powerful magic or it may become volatile. Thank you. It is a strange experience. Each time, but Doesn't feel quite right. The magic isn't having the effect it should have. It's not like the last time. It merely drizzles. The embers still sizzle. The fire remains undefeated. I'm not certain what's going on, but nothing good. Please, thank you for the artifact.
Et du coup, t'es pieds nus, espèce de chien.
Keep looking. Garbage.
Ça me casse les couilles. Ah, casse les couilles.
Bloody rat.
Vandalizing someone else's belongings.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ils sont 8. Voilà, j'ai mis de life.
Best be on my way.
Ouais, évidemment.
Battle of wits.
Again.
Putain, c'est un chien. Le one shot. Mais vas-y, dans one shot 2, arrête.
Maybe I should.
Keep going.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire? Oh putain, dehors tout le monde tapé. Oh putain. Il y a 0 sauvegarde auto. Ça me saoule.
Ah, my God! Quite the cozy setup you have. I assure you, I've dreamt of it 1,000 times over. You won't find a more. You only have.
What if this creche doesn't work out, Lae'zel? What if your kin fail you?
If I can reach the creche, my kin will provide. Any failure will be mine alone.
There's something I want to talk to you about. Something important. I could have died in that pod, back on the Nautiloid. You could have died, spending precious moments trying to free me, but you did it anyway. I owe you my life. I'm trying to say that you've earned my trust in a way very few ever have. I want that to mean something. I want you to know more about me, at least from what I can remember. As long as I've prayed to Lady Shah, I've wished to serve her as a Dark Justiciar. There is scarcely a greater way to fully dedicate yourself to Lady Shah, save perhaps if you become the head of her church. To become a Dark Justiciar is to become the Night Singer's sword arm, her implement with which she will cast down the unbelievers and win the final battle to restore her perfect, endless darkness. It's all I ever wanted. I prayed it was my calling. But Mother forbid me from seeking to prove myself worthy of the rank. She said I was not ready. Not my mother, I should add. The Mother Superior. Sometimes I wonder if she would ever deem me ready. I owe her everything, and I only wish to serve, yet she can prove inscrutable.
Ça me saoule. Tac, vas-y, j'arrête là, je fais un truc cet après, donc tant pis.